This is a alert to Wiener Bob. Thank you for a concern because you donated $199. Oh crap! That was a whoops. Okay.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We're on air right now, so we'll talk more about it when we get there. Welcome to the SHIRO show, and we want to thank immediately out. Thank you, Wiener Bob, for the donation of $200.
Let us know if you need a refund.
Yeah, seriously, we can. If that was a real mistake, we can give you a refund. Like, it's not a big deal, but holy crap, $200. Wiener Bob, we owe you at least like five. Was it buttery or budget?
Budget or buttery.
Yeah. So just throw them in the
keyboard. Sticky
keyboard.
That
explosive start. Welcome to the SHIRO show, people.
Yeah, that's random, everybody.
Welcome.
Yeah, hi everybody. Thanks for joining us, and sorry to Wiener Bob that your finger slipped on the keyboard and you accidentally donated $200 to us. You meant to do 5, it looks like, but either way, thanks for the sentiment. I'm sure we'll take care of you
bright
a little
red.
later. Yeah, it is.
Now
YouTube
I know what
loves
happens when YouTube's like, keep it coming. Shouts to everybody in chat. So 30 people in chat. Wiener Bob, Neil Henderson, Christian Marte, Tales of Saturn is here, Dragons of Saturn, Captain Hodden, Pudgy Bunny, Paul Bort. We got Pandemonium reviews every US Sega Saturn game. We've got Pierre Garot, Martin Evans, Nathan Anderson, Slowcoin, Double Dime. Bo is here, Bo Bales. And who else? We got Albert, AM25 is here. And who else? Alexis Ramirez, Gigi, and Shadow Mask is here. Super Ray, Raimi. What are you going by now? Red Eye? Dude has like an identity crisis. Like he's got so many names. And then that's it. Oh, William Anderson, if I didn't mention. I think Cerulean is here.
Yeah. Actually, Raimi and Ray are 2 different people, right?
Is it?
I don't know.
No. Ray, Raimi, Super
I'm
Ray.
alone.
Mighty Ray.
I think that's Raimi.
Okay.
Maker of our the retro version, the Saturn friendly version of our website,
and the amazing Sky Blaster.
Yes,
thank you again.
And the amazing many other things too, which we're going to talk about. But so shouts to everybody in chat. Please give us a thumbs up if you can. Maybe share the stream.
Somebody send Wiener Bob $200.
Yeah,
y'all can keep like 20 of that if.
Yeah, is there a way to refund? I don't know if there's a way to refund.
I mean, we have a PayPal account. We can just send him money from our PayPal account.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Wiener Bob, if you DM one of us or your PayPal address, and we'll send you.
We'll just shoot it back to you, friends and family.
Yeah. Just let me know.
Or you can buy random a Saturn. He's 18. He still doesn't have a Saturn.
I don't
18
have
and not a Saturn. Tisk.
Yeah, I know, right? So before we get into the news, because I know we got some stuff to talk about today, what's everybody up to? What's everybody doing? Starting with you, Dan.
I've just been trying to keep up with all the Saturn news. Honestly, there's been a lot going on. But
quite a list there.
No real pickups. Although I did give in to temptation with limited run games. I'm very ashamed about it. I haven't bought anything from them in a good year. I bought River City Girls 2. I didn't. Yeah, they like opened up the vault on that game and a bunch of other games earlier today, where they have a bunch of their like convention exclusive variants and like variants that they sold in their physical limited run game store. And I believe when they originally published River City Girls 2, I didn't like the look of the cover. Like one of the characters was like kind of like looking down at the camera, and the shadowing of her chin made it look like she had a big beard. It was very weird looking, and I didn't really want to buy it. And I thought about getting like a different cover that was on like Play Asia's website, but it sold out real fast, and I never got it. So they have a different cover in the vault now on Limited Run Games website. Well, now it's sold out, but I was like ready and waiting, refreshing the page right at noon, and I hopped on that for $48 after tax and shipping. But
Nice.
whatever. Now my River City
Nice.
Girls collection on Switch will be complete because I already have 1 and 0
Congrats.
on there. So my OCD will be satisfied.
River
Yeah, so
City Dan.
yeah, so that's what I've been up to, I guess. How about you,
Nice.
Pat?
Besides fixing my mic, that was a bit loose. I've been painting dollies. I've been just doing the wearing 40K, trying to paint up the dollies for the Emperor's Children. I got the box last week or like a couple weeks ago for Emperor's Children, so I'm painting that up. I have these
Nice.
giant things called war dogs. They're like these little 2 things. I'm halfway through it. I don't know if I'm gonna show it off until it's done yet though, but they're almost done. I'm getting the box set soon. I'll show off the box set next week. I guess I can show off the dogs right now. If Dave wants to go give his update, I'll go grab the doggies and we'll circle back on mine.
Well, my update involves you, so I will wait. You can go grab something. Yeah, that's okay.
You
I can
guys
talk about
do
other
some
stuff.
improv while I'm gone.
So yeah, still learning Japanese, still studying. I'm
Yeah,
up
you're
to
giving
like
us lessons now in Discord.
Well,
which
and
is
those
cool.
and that's the thing is those are just the things that I've discovered along the way, and then I
Yeah.
thought, okay, these might be helpful to share this information. And there's I've got so many of those little anecdotes along the way, you know. So yeah, what is it? I'm up to like 350 kanji now.
Wow.
Which is
really
pretty good. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think an average Japanese person knows about 2,000 kanji, like in their daily life, maybe. And you know, if you have a really extensive vocabulary, you know more. But yeah, so the more kanji I know, the more I'm able to like look at stuff and have better reading comprehension.
Yeah.
And then it's just about like, you know, listening and speaking and stuff like
Honestly,
that.
Dave, I don't think you should take the N5 test at the end of this year. You should just go ahead and take the N3 because you're probably going to be ready for it.
Well,
N5
yeah.
way
Go
too
for
easy.
it, man.
My friend did the N5. I don't know if he passed it yet, but he kind of like inspired me to, you know, because like 10 years ago I started studying Japanese, and I got to that point where I climbed the hill and I reached the top, and I saw just how much more there was, and I got super bummed out. You know, it's like it happens to a lot of people when you're learning a language because it's just so massive. But yeah, so like you know, he reached out to me. It's funny. A friend of mine reached out to me through chat, and he was like, "I was inspired by you to study Japanese."
Oh, wow.
And I just took the
cool.
N5, and I'm like, "That's funny. I haven't even taken the N5," and he was inspired. So I was like, "Yeah, maybe I need to pick it up again." And so
Pick it up.
Duolingo was my way back into it, which was fun. You know, I think Sega Steve was doing it. A few other folks in the community were doing Duolingo. And then I kind of just branched off from there. Duolingo is not a great place to stay for Japanese in terms of learning, but it's a good way to get your foot in the door and then, you know, just do a lot of reading and immersion. You know, I've been binging a lot of anime, basically. And I know, Dan, you do a lot of that too. So it's good. You know, it's good immersion, and it's great to just constantly be
Watching
hearing
so
it,
many
you know?
shows.
Right.
doing the same
I've
thing
got
in
like
German.
I've got 7 shows that I'm following right now. It's a
Yeah.
lot to keep up with. But
Yeah.
the only other update that I have, or pickup, I guess you could say, is that a friend of ours in the Discord community, Mr. Mixie or Mr. MXY, he happened to notice a bulk lot of Saturn modems from
Right.
Japan, or it was a buy E or Yahoo Auctions.
Yahoo
Japan
Auctions.
auction.
Right.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. And he brought it to our attention, like, does anybody want this? And of course we're like, yes, we want it. So that's 6 new, Pat bid on it, and I think we got it for a decent price, right?
Yeah. And then we got free shipping on it, so it was like one
And that was thanks
something.
to him. Yeah, so thanks again to Mr. Mixie, because he gave us a coupon for the bid and a coupon for the shipping. So essentially, so that's awesome, because we can pass those savings along to the folks. So
Bring the
these
savings
don't
onto
come-
you.
These are bare carts, bare modems, so there's no box or all the stuff that usually comes with
The
it.
games.
But
yeah.
as a result, they're cheaper, and the shipping was cheaper. So basically, whatever it cost us divided by 6 plus the live modems, I'll pack those up into some little, you know,
And the
SHIRO
shipping.
kit. Yeah, and the shipping. And I don't know if I can get some more patches from Moose. I'll figure that out. But
be
then we'll
good.
be able to hopefully get 6 more people on to the NetLink League, the NetBand League, or whatever.
Yeah, it was about 163 for all 6 modems, and there was like
that's great. So I mean,
that's less than $20 a modem,
right? Yeah, and then the live modems are like $10, and then the shipping I imagine would be like $5-ish or something like that. So we'll figure it out, but we're definitely not looking to make a profit on these. We're literally just flipping them, and we're finding new homes. Flipping
to grow the community.
We're finding new homes for them, and folks that are interested, caveat is you got to be interested in playing online, and I would say that the qualifier is you need to at least participate in one of the online tournaments, which if you have any questions about, you can hit up.
Well, how can I participate if they don't have a modem?
If they don't have a modem, well, no, that if they're gonna get it, if they're gonna like.
Oh, you mean when they get it, they participate?
They need to sign up. They need to use it. That's the point. You can't just put it on the shelf.
So I thought you meant the only way they could is if they were in a tournament. I'm like, wouldn't they need the modem to get into the tournament? So wouldn't that be?
Yeah.
Pat's over here doing the math in his head.
Like,
it's not math.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I've got to play Double Dime. I told him a couple weeks ago we were going to play something online, and then we didn't actually figure that out. So we're going to have to do that.
Yeah, my mic's
I'm bummed to be. Oh, go ahead, Pat.
I say my mic's good. It just the shock mount is loose on it, so I just want to tighten it up because it was like drooping down.
Droopage is bad.
Yeah, don't want that.
Okay, that's me. So what's up, Pat? Show us your.
So I'm working on my war dog. So not only do I got one, but I got 2.
Can you hold those up closer?
Cool.
Yeah. So a little closer. Okay, cool. Nice.
Like the zebra press.
Wow, you did an amazing job on the paint job on there.
Thank you.
Great.
Don't worry about the arm falling off. They're magnetized, so you can just put the guns on and they stay on because it's like they have like 1,200 guns with them. So I wanted to have it so I can swap it out in case. But yeah, there's the they're called war dog. They're basically the big anti-tank in my army. So they're very cool. I made them like rock and roll, so they have like leopard prints on the yellow right there. They have like a zebra pattern. And the other work I want to do is I want to give them I want to put a zebra pattern on their head right there where the white is. Zebra pattern, so it's like all rock and roll sort of looking like the Emperor's Children, because that's sort of the inspiration on this. I'm very excited to play them in the games with the Emperor's Children coming out. I've been waiting a long time for the faction, so I'm excited to give them a play, but I'm almost done painting them up. I just have little details here and there, but they should be. I might just call it good now. Put it on hold and then finish them up once and I'll circle back around painting them where it's like, okay, I painted up everything else. Let me circle back and do like the super detail on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait, real quick, what was its name? War Dog?
War Dog Armigers, or they're just called War Dog Brigands.
War Dog.
Yeah.
That name reminds me of an aerial squadron from a certain playing video game. Anyways, move on.
Max Geese in comments says, I just got my Midwest Gaming Classic tickets. When is that, by the way? And where is that?
Next month in like Milwaukee, I think. I've been seeing ads for it on Instagram.
You gonna go, Dan?
No.
Rep Shiro? No.
That would be cool, but no.
That would be cool. I think there's a bunch of folks in the Midwest in our Discord community that should all go and like rep Shiro there. But
one of these days we'll kidnap Dan.
Buy a shirt and walk around the Midwest Gaming Classic convention, repping Shiro.
Right.
That'd be good.
Shave your beard like Dan's and do his haircut the same way, and just say you're Dan from Shiro.
I don't know if you have to go that far, but yeah, we do
Cosplay
have links
Dan.
we have links to the shop, down to the Threadless shop at least, down below the video.
Threadless or threatless?
Yes. Either one.
I don't know.
I think we should add some threats into the chat.
What, you want some death threats?
No, friendly threats.
Just like I'm gonna go over and hug you, and that's a threat.
Threats of wearing cool clothing.
Yeah, right. But like I'm gonna wear you as a hat. Okay, that's pretty violent. Never mind.
But anyway.
Don't wear me as a hat, please.
Segment?
We should move to the community segment. What's
community time?
What's going on in the community?
Stuff.
Well, Dan is going to tell us, right?
What's chilling in the community?
I don't have access to my Discord, so I don't have the list that I typed up for us. My Discord is not working on my laptop today. By the way, if you're watching Double Dime, I'm so sorry. I know you messaged me like a spiel about to read off about the community challenge. I can't read it. My Discord decided to try to install like 16 updates right before the show, and then they failed. I don't know why. So yeah, I'm flying blind here.
I was gonna say, if you send it to me, I could say it, but I mean,
yeah.
Is it too late?
Speaking of the Hang On GP leaderboards, which Gregory's been uploading almost. Is it weekly or daily? I don't know. Anyway,
every day.
Crash. Every day. Crash is still running the board. Like he's still just absolutely in the lead by not a small amount either. We're talking like a lot of folks are in the like 2 minutes 40 seconds to 2:35. Crash is 2 minutes 30 seconds. So like 5 seconds faster. 5 or more seconds faster on most of these. I'm like, wow. And he's putting up videos too in the chat, like of his playthrough. So it's just like perfect runs, no clip, just doesn't hit anything, just perfect turns. I think Random is in a league of his own with emulation, right? So a league of their own.
Please, somebody. Emulation runs.
So Random's winning by default right now because he's the only one playing on emulator. But if anybody wants to have a shot at another category, join him.
My times are already bad. Somebody, please. It's easy.
Okay, Double Dime.
Use the orange bike.
Double Dime
users.
Double Dime just send me the read. I could read it. All right.
Okay. All right. Great.
SHIRO's Hang On GP challenge reaches the halfway point. Crash is still absolutely burning rubber past the competition. Now with a total time of 10 hours, 8 minutes, and 15 seconds for the first 4 courses. Or is that 10 minutes, 8 seconds, and 15 milliseconds? I don't know
Probably that one.
Probably that one for the first 4 courses, unless he really loves spending time on those courses. For the first 4 courses, his weekly challenge time is a blazing 2 minutes 55 seconds, 34 milliseconds, with Pandemonium just 2.7 seconds behind him. We've also seen both Sega RPG Fan and Pandemonium significantly rise in place on the first Albatross course, putting them within 5 seconds of Crash. Random is still uncontested in the emulation category, which is exclusive to people without Saturns. Participants have until midnight Pacific time to complete the first weekly challenge on Long Albatross Cliff Reef. Tomorrow begins the second weekly challenge, Castle Park, which will be the best GP time on the 5th and the first unlockable course, North Crimson Wing. Don't miss your chances to participate in March's challenge and get out that arcade racer wheel and get ready to crash into some walls.
Wow, that was a hell of a read, Pat. I gotta say, you should do this every week because you're much better at it than me. Damn, that was some enthusiasm.
Seriously, right?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, everybody. Please participate in the Hang On GP monthly challenge. I have not yet. Like I like play tested it beforehand before we decided to go with it, and then I haven't actually participated officially. So I got to do that.
I have not done it either.
Please, somebody do emulation. I'm alone.
I thought you were excited to do this one, Dave.
I am. I would love to, and I'm jealous of Nick and all those dudes in there having fun with this game. I just haven't had the time.
Adult stuff happens.
Like I'm taking, like there's always something on my schedule. I'm either at work or I'm at home doing,
just doing the
stuff. Yeah, or
just
doing
don't sleep.
Yeah, just don't sleep. Right?
Sleep is for weak. Do what you did for Persona 5, Dave.
Right,
just deprive yourself of sleep.
There? I don't. Yeah, like I really just did deprive myself of sleep, and also I don't know. It was I wouldn't say it was a different season of life, but I had more time then. Now all of a sudden I've gotten really busy, and it just could be the time of year. But no, I definitely want to. I'm trying to figure out at this moment. Sega Retro is not loading for me because they're having Cloudflare issues. But when was this game? When did this game come out? Because I know it's called Hang On GP 95.
But 1995. Except in Europe, it came out in early 96.
Nick hasn't gotten to it yet, right? Like, I don't know if Nick's in the chat, like, if he can tell us like where it is on his like up next.
Yeah, I think it was in
Nick's
November.
In the chat, please tell us.
I know.
I think it was a November 95 game in the US.
Okay. So I mean, I know he's having a blast with it, so that's great because then that's gonna feed into like whatever video he does about it.
That's true.
And
okay.
yeah, so it'll be neat. But yeah, so I knew. Yeah, it was funny enough. It ended up being They changed the name for the PAL release to Hang On GP 96 because it came out like a year later. So that was funny.
Well, no, I don't think it was a year. later.
January.
It was a few months later.
Hang On GP came out on January 30th, 1996 in the U.S. So even though it was called 95, it didn't even hit in 95.
It just barely didn't.
Yeah. I wonder how well it sold, considering that it had 95 in the title. Everybody's
not
like,
good.
Well, this is like last year's game, you know?
Probably. Yeah. I mean, it's a Saturn game, so probably not very well.
Yeah, probably not very well. But anyway.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so anything else we want to say about the Hang On GP?
Hang on.
I don't think so.
You have half a month. Folks have basically half a month to get in there and try to beat Crash if there's some savant bike racing savant out there. Oh, what's his name? VDP.
Notorious VDP.
No, not VDP. Who am I thinking about? I can't. The homebrew creator who's also like really VBT. Yeah, I'm thinking VBT needs to get in here and try his hand because I know he's good at racing games. Yeah,
get him cruising.
He made one.
Yeah, he made one. That's true. Yeah,
made two.
So anyway.
So let's move on to Pandemonium's story that he put up today. And this was like an effort that all of us kind of decided we wanted to do, is remind everyone that there is a Sega Saturn homebrew competition coming up on Sega Extreme, the Sega Extreme forum. And the deadline is just 4 weeks away from today, I believe, right? It's like April 11th.
Yep, so, April 11th.
Yeah, if you have, made any Saturn homebrew or done a translation patch for the Saturn in the last year or so since the last year's competition, then by all means, get your submission in.
Submits.
Like that Sasquatch says, are Saru players allowed? Is that considered emulation?
That is considered.
They're forbidden, unfortunately.
No, I don't think that's considered emulation. I think we're letting that just be regular.
No, console. It's just hilarious though. If you get
what about if you play what about if you play the game off of your NAS? Does that count as emulation? No, you're technically playing on your Saturn at that point. You're playing it off your computer, but onto the Saturn. I mean,
in terms of the Sega Extreme competition, lots of folks are just working silently, I'm sure, and are ready to shadow drop at the last minute, right?
Hopefully.
That's what I've experienced. How many folks have really, submitted their game like months or even weeks in advance?
Yeah, usually they are like waiting until like the last minute, the last second, so they can fit in.
And even then, they're doing updates.
There's a couple other people
the next day. They're like, please consider my updates. Yeah.
Remember Ray when we published Skyblaster and you had to rush out an immediate fix for a bug that would crash the game?
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I remember not building 2 hours before deadline. So.
Yeah. Gotta start building with time in advance.
Hey, as long as you're squeezing quality into the release, I'll take it. I'll overlook the deadline personally. But that's awesome. So, like, if anybody's sleeping on this, I'm hoping they're not. Definitely get your
in the gear, get your game going. Let's see some games, boys.
Yeah, Pandemonium said that there are apparently just 6 submissions so far. There's an original game, a utility, and 4 translation patches. Those being Malenko's Logic Puzzle Rainbow Town, Shadow Mask's Mobile Suit Gundam, and Derek A-Team's Rabbit and Young Rhythm.
Nice.
So that's what we got. I'm surprised that Malenko hasn't submitted Bomberman Fight. yet.
Yeah, right.
Maybe
I don't know.
he's
Yeah.
forgotten.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
submit it.
I mean, I don't know if he's forgotten. Maybe he's gonna squeeze more goodness into it. I don't know. Or maybe he just hasn't gotten around to it. Yeah, I thought it was done, but well, we also have some other stuff that I'm pretty sure. I don't want to like call Ray out, but we have an article about other stuff that I think might end up going into the competition. It might. I don't know. Some interesting development tools.
It will be there. It just needs more polish.
There you go. Polish it. Take your time.
Nice little polishing.
Yeah, better turning in something good than turning in something early, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, for the last thing I think we wanted to mention in the community section here is another shout out to our friends, the Sega guys, who have put up some good videos this week looking at Vice City, Grand Theft Auto Vice City on the Dreamcast, being ported by the same group of fans that did the GTA 3. And they looked at the kind of a tech demo of F-Zero on the Mega Drive called G-Zero. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think they also did an article about like F-Zero, like a GX or something.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was F-Zero on Sega. That was the GX.
That's the one Dan's talking about, G-Zero.
Sorry, I thought it was...
it's like a homebrew recreation, and it looks really rad. Fast forward there, look at that. So you do have the Mode 7 type scaling effect that I guess... but in this case, it's more like what would be going on in the Sega Super Scalers. Actually. Yeah,
it well,
looks awesome.
Actually, I think it's all like hardware. Software done. Yeah, software done because the Sega Genesis did not have the hardware capabilities to do Mode 7 or something like that. So actually, this looks more like some sort of in software done thing, and it's actually quite impressive to see it running so smoothly and at such a decent resolution.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
Yeah,
and then they also did a cool video on Final Fight, I believe, on the Mega Drive too. So check out their channel. Subscribe to them if you haven't. And they keep up with like all the cool Sega stuff going on. They don't just specialize on the Saturn like we do.
Got a lot of cool stuff. I like this.
When is the homebrew deadline, GGS? I think it was April 11th.
Yeah, I think it was 11th.
Yeah, check our website, SegaSaturnShiro.com, for Panda's article that he put up today.
That's 2 days after my birthday.
Oh, nice. And that'll direct you to where you need to do the submission form on Emerald Nova's website. There are links right there in the story, so I'll get you where you need to go.
It's the first time the deadline has been stretched this long.
Yeah, well, I think they're trying to time it up this time with the U.S. Launch of the Saturn, the 30th anniversary, which is May 11th. So they want to actually the submission deadline is April 11th, and then judges will have a month to get in their rating.
Oh, I see what you guys are doing.
That's the idea.
Nova. Yeah, it's Nova's idea. He's going to have a big stream on the Saturn's U.S. birthday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe Panda can release a vid in time for that too.
Yeah, I might.
I know Panda always makes like a roundup vid.
Yeah, I got to do that long live stream too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get my drinks, my energy drinks, and all my root beers.
Those are always fun.
See how many layers of root beer like sugar I can get on my teeth.
What's next? What do we got?
Let's move on to the news segment.
News segment. That's not the sound of the news segment, but it'll be the new theme song. Alrighty, so we're starting off on the news. We got some new stuff to talk about. Get it?
News.
Under the microscope. This week.
Incredible Hulk, the Pantheon Saga.
Yeah.
Saga of Pantheons, the Balenciaga.
It's a wonderful game, really incredible. Not Hulk.
It's pretty incredibly garbage.
It's incredible. You want to play it because it's the Hulk, but then
you don't want to play it because you remember Mark Ruffalo was in it.
Yeah, I don't know what's worse, this or Mr.
Mark
Bones.
Ruffalo?
I think I would rather play Mr. Bones.
Damn.
Yeah, I probably would agree with you. Mark Ruffalo, I just need to get away from.
But that doesn't stop Bo from Bo has no he does not
he has no foe.
No discrimination against bad games when it comes to digging into their code and finding hidden cheats and other reverse engineering shenanigans. So Bo, who wants to take this one? Do you want me to take it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, in this edition, you've got hidden cheat menu that grants infinite items, the ability to skip levels, and more. You got action replay codes to enable it. They've been known for the PlayStation version, but now he's found the password to unlock it on both Saturn and PlayStation. And he lists it right there for you, so you give that a shot. Let's see here. What else? Some repositories of Game Shark and action replay codes have this one for PlayStation version. Cheat mode replaces Hall of Fame. This gives you access to the screen shown here and lets you give yourself infinite energy, gamma, continues, calling cards, skip levels at will. You're probably going to need all that shit to play this game.
Is it a hard game? I haven't played it.
I mean, there's only one cheat that I need to skip level because I'll just skip to the end and not play it.
This game's a mess. In my experience. But I mean, it's got a cool cover and it's the Hulk. You want it to be good. Let me see. We talked about another game recently that was similar. That was also like, I think it was another tie-in to
like Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man. That's what it was. Man of War. Iron Man. Both of these like Marvel tie-ins are just not that great.
Yeah, honestly, Marvel was at a low point in the 90s.
I mean, aside from the fighting games from Capcom, I guess.
And this was IDOS too. This was IDOS.
They had X-Men.
Yeah. Comment pointed. Let's see. What did Bo say in comments? A comment pointed out that the code spells out "daft idiots."
Nice.
What was
it? It does.
Yeah, he also commented that there's like a lot of curses in this one, or was that another one? Oh no, that was Wipeout. He was looking to. There was like a bunch of curses in it.
That's funny. That makes sense. It's IDOS, and they're from the UK, so they would use the word daft.
Daft punks.
Yeah, so you've got the technical details if you guys are really into this stuff. Always be sure to check out Rings of Saturn blog, where Bo writes all about the reverse engineering of Saturn games, and you can access that as well on the SHIRO website under hacks and cheats under the resources category. You got access to all of Bo's articles, which are fantastic. Thanks, Bo, for keeping these coming. I mean, again, maybe with these codes, it's a much better game. So that's what I would say is like give these codes a shot.
You get it done fast, so you'll have to enjoyable.
Are we gonna be in like gaming in the Clinton years when we are gonna recommend everyone to cheat?
Right. Well, sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you just have to.
I mean, that's how a lot of people get ahead in life.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Tokyo Shadow, Best of Saturn, another game that completely flew over my radar.
I'd never heard of this one.
You want to do the read? Does anybody else have? Okay.
So Peter wrote about Tokyo Shadow. Taito's 1996 release Tokyo Shadow is a cool mix of FMV and graphic adventure. You are Hide, and along with your girlfriend Kyoko, you are investigating a supernatural lightning strike in Shibuya. Could the devil Megiddo be behind the lightning?
That's usually what I think. Is when I see lightning, it's just it's the just
devil's
like
behind it.
Yeah,
must be the devil.
It is. That's what I say when it rains in Arizona. It's like the devil must be behind it. It never rains.
Makes sense. The game seamlessly flows from short live-action FMV clips to still images to choose your own adventure decision points. Adding to the replay value, as there are 45 possible endings. Holy cats.
That's a lot of endings.
Yeah, that's a comprehensive set of endings for this game. A really solid game, Peter says, highlighting once again how much broader of an audience the Saturn enjoyed in the land of the rising sun, if not for the language barrier. ... I
wonder how easy it would be to hack this. It looks like it's just basic text insertions.
That's what I kind of thought, like looking at those characters.
I mean, it might have a lot of dubbing too.
Could,
and I don't know if that's going to be subtitled or not.
I recognize the 106 building there. You can't mistake Shibuya. Yeah, well, they put it into Last Bronx, I think, and it was also in a few other games. But yeah, so
is it in a Persona?
I mean, yeah, it's Persona. It probably was
like downtown Shibuya. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I know that it's definitely in the backdrop. It's in the backdrop of one of the the Shibuya level in Last Bronx. So
yeah,
I know what happens
with a lot of Java T.
There's a big reference to Shibuya and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It was a pretty explosive one.
I watched like the first 2 episodes of that, but put it on hold because I had too much else going on. But it's a good one. Like I hear a lot of good things about it.
It's really good. The first season is a super fire. The second season is a bit slow start because it's a flashback, and then the next one is like the best arc in like probably all of anime. Like it's like on level of the Chimera Ant arc from Hunter x Hunter. It's that good. So the Shibuya arc is really good.
It's on my backlog of things to get around to.
Yeah. Go watch JJK if you haven't. And watch Dawn to Dawn if people haven't either. That one's also epic. I wonder if
Peter's actually I wonder if Peter played through this game. It like him saying that it's a really solid game makes me wonder. But yeah, no. Again, this is not. I don't know if I've seen this thumbing through games in like Sega Steve's booth or whatever, but I don't know what the cover looks like. But yeah, so Tokyo Shadow. Like a really cool looking FMV game. So if folks read Japanese, I might actually try to play this. Actually, I just don't.
Yeah, maybe you could get through it.
Some of these kanji though that I'm seeing here are like really low res. I recognize 99% of what I'm seeing here. There's like 1 or 2 where I'm just like, what is that?
You probably know enough to get by.
I probably know enough to get by. Yeah, I may not know the readings. I may not know the readings, but I could discern. I could discern like the meaning. I could, the crude meaning. Yeah. So next up, we've got new stable release of Joe Engine from Johannes Fetz.
This one's pretty sick.
This is like, man, I think March 8th. Okay, so that was relatively recent.
It was last weekend.
So yeah, this is the first update of Joe Engine since last March. We reported on the voxel engine, or like incorporation of voxels support, and so basically this is just a like real stable release. It fixes a bunch of trouble tickets, and then it also merges in several pull requests from the community. Some issues that have been addressed in this update are stable version tags. Line scroll demo was not working on console. That's fixed. Joe Clear screen command. This Joe Clear screen command wasn't clearing full screen in 480i mode. Fix that. Fix a bad pointer bug when clearing all sprites. Fixed warning in file system. And then also added things from the improvements from the community, like Slinga, I believe, submitted things like Knights 3D pad support, added support for racing wheel and mission stick, and then support digital input on analog input demo. So yeah, some cool things, making Joe Engine more stable, I guess.
So with the mission stick support added in, I can make the space sim of my dreams on the Saturn with
there
Joe
you
Engine.
Go.
Exactly.
Yeah. Excited.
Yep. You can make a new Stellar Assault game.
Yeah, Stellar Assault 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah,
as Pat is the main character, right?
What's that?
Pat is the main character, right?
Sure.
Yay.
Yeah, so I mean, so this is where a lot of folks have gotten their start, and I'd say it's probably still a great place to start if folks are looking to get. I mean, I think like everybody who has branched off and written their own rendering pipelines or their own math libraries and whatnot have kind of started with Joe Engine. It does allow for some coding, as it allows for like coding, and also has like a bit of a GUI. There are some limits that you'll come up against. That a lot of folks discover along the way and then kind of like, break away from it at some point. But it's a great place to start. Kind of like Duolingo for Japanese, I don't know.
Wow, tying it back. Good job.
And I'm not trying, we love Johannes Fetz, and of course he's a financial contributor, longtime financial contributor to SHIRO. So we super appreciate his support. And I love Joe Engine. I'm glad that it's enabled folks to get into Saturn coding at kind of like an opening, gateway.
Exactly. It helps make it like navigate the Saturn without hurting themselves too badly.
Right.
Yeah, it's good to see still getting support.
Hey, Frog Bowl, he says Joe is the best way to start Saturn dev.
Joe is the way.
I think that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I did it, that's where I would start.
Pandemonium says make Wing Commander 5, Danthrax. They did already make Wing Commander 5. It's called Wing Commander Prophecy. And it is cool in certain ways. The story was a little poo, but the gameplay itself was really good. Make Wing Commander 6. There we go. Okay.
Make it Wing Commander 69 and make it unshowable on streams.
Oh, brother. Yeah, I'm sure Electronic Arts would not have a problem with that.
Totally not.
I mean, they practically abandoned the IP. Anyway, good story, Dave. Good job getting that out there to everybody so people know.
Yeah. In the same vein, though, basically here's a transition. So when you come up against those hard limits, which I know a lot of folks who have been developing for Saturn for a while now you start to write your own stuff, your own tools, right? And that's kind of the theme, I guess, of this next article, which is a new powerful development tools to push Sega Saturn's limits. So there's a new math library to do lots of mathing that's hard, I guess,
if you will.
Yeah, it's Danny, member of the Sega Extreme community. Danny submitted recently a new
also known as Roberto Duarte, correct?
Yeah, he asked me to change it back to Danny because that's how he's known in the Sega Extreme community. But yeah, his GitHub says like his full name. But anyway, he goes by Danny, and he submitted Saturn Math++, which is a C++ 23 library dedicated to Saturn hardware. What really makes it special is that he honed it in specifically on Saturn's strengths and its hardware, like the architecture, so that you could take advantage of all of that and do a lot of really fast fixed point arithmetic, which, just for folks who aren't aware, basically the Saturn does not have a Z buffer or a depth buffer, right? Just like PlayStation.
Right.
N64 and like computers and GPUs had a Z buffer, which is like a proper Z axis, but with the Saturn and the PlayStation, basically they had to use a bunch of math to approximate, like it would use fixed point arithmetic along with these lookup tables to kind of approximate the character's position in 3D space, and then draw perspect corrective 3D environment to the screen. And of course, Saturn, depending on how good the math was, of course that arithmetic is all processed by the CPUs, right? And it takes up several CPU cycles. Typically, it's very power hungry. And so, just depending on how good the developers were and how much they could write efficient code, you might have a game like a lot of Saturn games that rely on SGL. They basically suffer from the affine texture warp, especially like racing games where like the ground gets closer to the camera. You can kind of see it like warp off like it's a treadmill or something. But certain developers, especially if they knew what they were doing, like Lobotomy Soft, I put an example here, were able to do things like Quake on Saturn with pretty much no warp to be found. And here's an example scaled up to 4K so that folks can see the detail, but there's no warping there. And they were using their own like slave driver engine. So, this is kind of similar to that. I'm trying to provide folks with context. So this Saturn Math library is going to hopefully allow homebrew developers to crunch math, I guess, more efficiently. When it comes to homebrew game development, though, let's see here. Saturn. Where was I going with this? Saturn Math is a high-performance math library specifically engineered for Sega Saturn, provides comprehensive suite of fixed-point arithmetic operations, vector matrix transformations, and geometric calculations optimized for the Saturn's SH2 processors. It developed with the Saturn's unique hardware in mind. It addresses the platform's key constraints while maximizing performance. Fixed-point precision, hardware-aware design, performance-first philosophy, modern C++ features, and then zero overhead, no dynamic memory allocation, minimal branching. Danny claims to have spent several months just on alternate trigonomic functions and square root functions, and members Slack and Haas Machine have helped test the square root functions with good results. The trigonomic functions are working good on emulation, but haven't been tested on real hardware yet. But as it is on emulation, they're faster and significantly more accurate with higher resolution. Danny's written a special algorithm for interpolation that avoids gaps the way standard lookup tables do, and does not require costly divisions, speaking in terms of CPU cycles. So whether you're developing a 3D racing game or 2D sprite-based platformer, 2D sprite-based platformer or a complex simulation, Saturn Math provides mathematical foundation you need without sacrificing precious CPU cycles. And it will be used natively in Super Ray or Ray's new SRL, which is the Saturn Ring library.
Oh, nice.
An easy-to-use SGL wrapper. Pat, if you click on that link, it'll take you to Ray's site for the new Saturn Ring library, which is essentially an easy-to-use wrapper, SGL wrapper, written in C++.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
nice.
I'm hoping to see these things entered into the competition, as like under the tools category.
And this all like this new math library might seem like a little dry to the average Saturn fan who's just enjoys playing Saturn games. But I mean, this should be pretty exciting for developers, for homebrew developers, because this should make things maybe a lot easier to get good performance out of the Saturn, right?
Absolutely. Like I mean, the fact is, if these are open source tools that folks can learn and use, it should. I think Seni Rio is going to be running on this on the Super. Can Ray and Danny are both here in chat? Do either of you guys want to speak to that and just talk about like the potential?
Emerald is planning to use this library for Seniru, but when he has time to work on it.
Right. Okay.
Oh, I need to give. I didn't realize Danny had in the chat. Let me give him permission to speak. Give me a second.
No.
It's not like fully public yet. If people ask, I can provide like a beta test for them. But hopefully it should be public soon. But it will be public for the competition entry.
Are you able to talk right now? Danny, or unmute yourself. If you can't unmute himself, you have to leave and come back. Try doing that, you might be able to come back.
Basically, as they said, the library was born out of frustration.
Frustration with SGL.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, mostly we can hear you now.
Hi, Danny.
Oh, nice. Hello. So I was away. That's why I couldn't join sooner.
It was mostly the limitations with Joe Engine that we run into.
What are those limitations? So, like, what are the limitations with Joe Engine? It's based on SGL, right?
Yeah, this is as well, but the limitations cropped up where we were writing Utenia. Because we got the genius idea to make it in C++.
Yeah, the homebrew game.
Was not. Yeah,
I kind of
that was not.
To do it.
that was not really a smart move to do.
No. Why? Because it was inefficient, or it was very difficult?
No,
it's more verbose, right?
It not really that, but what we ran into was memory corruptions and other stuff like that, because we need to change the new compiler as well. To use new features.
And also, there are some these things could happen in Joe Engine. They don't usually happen, but since we were crunching the RAM as much as possible, we're getting this. Some it has to do with the binary, the mapping of the memory. So the memory allocation, malloc, would start overwriting things from SGL and screw up everything.
Oh.
Don't you just love malloc? I love it.
So actually,
we also
go ahead.
Yeah, we also run into issues like the malloc in GeoEngine not being able to allocate more than 512 kilobytes at most. But now with SRL we can allocate basically the whole RAM, the space.
Well, and that seems very useful.
And you mentioned modern. Sorry, you mentioned modern C++ features, and I don't know, like Pat and I, we've done a few interviews with the developers where they'll say, you know, like it's always easy. You always want to like work in C++ because that's just easy. A lot of developers know C++, but then again, it wouldn't be as efficient or it wouldn't run as fast as like, you know, doing assembly with the Saturn, just because you know you're always going to get better performance. So they end up using some kind of like combination between C++ and assembly. But is this math engine, you know, like really honed in on making C++ work efficiently on Saturn?
So I can explain a little bit about the difference between C++, C, and how the library has things implemented. Basically, the main difference between C and C++ is the object-oriented, right? And you have inheritance, which makes in order to put the different subclasses. Imagine you have a vehicle parent class, and you have subclasses which are boat and car. They move, whatever. In order to do that, you have to have the same function running on all of them. You think like a thing called vtables, and that adds a little bit of overhead. But if you don't use that, you don't get any overhead related to that. Also, C++ usually has the standard library built in, which adds up the binaries a huge amount. But in our case, we don't use it at all. We use the thing called STL, which are templates, but we are not using the usual standard library. We are using other things that we develop ourselves.
Like a Saturn customized standard library.
Yeah, I was in the beginning, since I was using the compiler from Yahoo. I actually had to do some replacements from STD, but now we I don't know if Will is here, but the Will is a guy from the Sega stream that's working with us, and he's taking care of the compiler. He made the compiler work with building with the standard library. We actually have it, but it's a very small version. I know it's not libs.
Danny?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? It's been so long.
Hey. Yeah, it's been a real long time. I don't know, more than a year, maybe.
Yeah.
So, where was I? Yeah, I was blabbering, basically. But yeah,
no worries.
We have a very small implementation, which is very a standard library, which is not really that different from what you have in C. It's really simple things. So there's practically, in the end, when the code gets compiled, there's practically no difference between C and C++. The benefit in our case is that I pushed it to be a header only library. What does this mean? It means that the code is not compiled into different small object codes, which usually is binaries that you can load and link when you build the executable. And in this case, the whole of the code is in header files, and it can be seen all at once by the compiler. What this means is that the compiler can choose what it wants, and since it can see everything it's using, it can optimize the assembly in ways that not even if you're doing assembly by hand, you would be able to do it. It can literally look into thousands of different paths, maybe millions, I don't know, but and see what's the best paths are to make the code more efficient. That's one of the things I wanted to do and did it. Also, I did something else which is not really something that can improve the performance, but can improve things that can be compiled, can be executing during compile time. Which C++, modern C++ had a compile time features. You can make the classes basically do computations at compile time, and you can check everything. You can. It's like when you're hovering when you're on the editor and you're hovering the functions and the code. If it's code that can be interpreted during compile time, it will automatically give you. Imagine you assign call a function and you send it some values, and if it's like a float or something, or an integer, you'll see it giving you the result of that function. This also probably can enhance things, because the compiler also can check if there are some things that it can do while at compile time. So it will never be done during execution. This also prevents code that doesn't need to be run, and reduce binary size.
Okay, so all this is going to be for the Saturn ring library, correct?
Yeah, it's on Saturn Math++, but it'll be on Saturn ring library. It's being included there. I kept it,
and that isn't out yet, but it will be.
It's under construction.
Soonish. Yeah, it's under construction.
Yeah, we are wrapping things up. I've been having some help debugging some things, so we can make sure everything is working properly before releasing it. But it's very close to being done.
I'm curious.
It sounds like it'll be good.
I don't know if you can speak to this, but like I know that XL2 at some point kind of broke away from SGL and like wrote his own renderer, and then I know that Seven Shades wrote his own rendering pipeline, which I guess is more in terms of like the graphic output. Are you guys planning on incorporating any other libraries or features into Saturn Ring library, like in the future? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I can take this. Yeah, in the future we want to like ditch the SGL altogether and just move it on top of YAWL.
Got it.
That will take some time because YAWL is still changing a bit and some things are still broken. So we cannot do that.
Okay.
Also, since this was my very first time designing like an API for something, it was better to choose something stable and test it.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but we also have Seven Shades on our team, and he's
that's good.
He's working on the VDP2 stuff. So
right.
So I need you to disable your video for the SHIRO show. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
No worries. It just cuts everybody off. It's all good though.
I'm really sorry.
By combining all of your efforts, I'm sure we're going to end up with some really nice development tools that will be more in the clear in terms of being able to put out something commercial, because then you're not relying on Sega's IP. But yeah, no, that's great. And I mean, you all have to start somewhere. So SGL has kind of been what everybody's been relying on because it's what we had, But thanks to you guys
it's the most battle tested thing there is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think we should probably move on to your next story, Dave. Thanks for talking to us about that, guys.
Thank you guys. Really appreciate that.
Definitely.
I'm sorry for blabbering so much.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's very insightful.
I will try to go fast with this next one because we got other stuff coming up. So stream Saturn games via Fenrir Wi-Fi. Okay, so when Fenrir was released, in the very first Fenrir that was released, we all knew like it had this ESP32 on it, and on board there's a Wi-Fi module. So I remember Pat and I talking back in 2021 on the early SHIRO show about, oh, wouldn't it be great if one day we can stream the games from a NAS,
or something, yeah,
essentially, right? And that's been something that's been available, at least to said. He's been using it since 2021, and he's been using it for development and stuff like that. It's been in kind of an unstable alpha, but recently, within the last week, he finally, his attention has been focused purely on game compatibility, board revisions, all that other stuff, making Fenrir the most polished product that it can be. And he's finally turned his attention back to the Wi-Fi project and released what was essentially like a beta preview this past weekend. And in the days to follow, folks have tried it and they've come up against, that's a beta, so they're testing it out, and some folks are having connection issues. But it seems like, they've basically figured it out this morning, like in their Discord chat. And so we just, I was excited about it because I think, it's one of the things that sets Fenrir apart as an ODE. Fenrir is already a great ODE at a competitive price. It always has been, right? And it's got a bunch of great features.
Yeah.
But I mean, this really carves out a niche for it because it's the only ODE with a Wi-Fi module on it. So it's the only one that can potentially stream games over a network. To do this, you're going to want to download one of the firmwares that we've listed here. There's a unified beta, and then he also made separate like 20 pin, 21 pin, or duo specific firmwares in case folks run into problems. There is a guide here at the bottom of the article that will tell you how to configure your Fenrir.config file.
Keep notice that the unified one.
Yes.
I'd recommend, instead of doing the unified one, I would do the specific one, because I've been using the unified one that gives issues. But I guess if the unified one does, I would just honestly would jump straight to the specific one, just in case the debug rule out stuff.
So folks in the Fenrir Discord, they've had luck with the unified one, but it may be your mileage may vary kind of thing. So that's why they're there. One thing to note is your SSD shouldn't be hidden, and it shouldn't contain spaces or underscores. At least that's what they think at this point, because that's a limitation of the ESP32 Wi-Fi module, which is also 2.4 gigahertz only. So now I know with a lot of like modern routers, 2.4 gigahertz is already kind of like becoming like an old standard, right? But again, it's 2.4 gigahertz. It's definitely fast enough to load games quickly. I have like an old alpha build demo video here, which said uploaded back in 2021, just showing loading a game like Marvel v Capcom over Wi-Fi, and it's pretty darn quick. When you consider you have all your games on a drive and they're loading wirelessly, not even connected via LAN. So all things considered, it's this morning when we went live with this post, Sed was a little bummed. He was like, actually, it's not working for a lot of people. And then, of course, Time Extension scooped it and they put it out. And so the Discord just started scrambling. They were like, everybody's like, all hands on board. We'll test it. Let's try to fix the issue. And it turned out to be something really silly. It was just like an IT thing, said he addressed that, and then it was like working for everybody, and we updated the firmware links. So these links should be the most up to date. But if you're reading this article in a week from now, you might want to just click on that Fenrir Discord link instead and check to see if Sed has uploaded anything subsequent. And
make sure you're in the Discord, because I don't think it will link you directly if you're not in his Discord. So.
Well, this is the link to join the Discord that I put here, so that they can join the Discord, and there's not many channels in that Discord. There's just like a support firmware. So it's awesome. This is it. This is what we've wanted, a way to stream games on from a network, and honestly, this makes me want to install my Fenrir Duo now in one of my Saturns and just have that be. I mean, before we move on, I just have to mention this is great for developers. writing a line of code and then having to burn a disk or swap the SD card and everything like that just to be able to test a new build is a pain in the ass. So just being able to do a quick overwrite of the file on your work machine and then just stream it off of there is obviously going to be the best way to go. So that's why there's a huge argument for Fenrir as like the developer's ODE. And I mean, I would even say Satiator's been a great ODE for developers, but this kind of
blows it out of the water almost.
Yeah.
I know. Like honestly, this might be my go-to once I get the network thing sorted out. It'll just be my go-to because I already have a NAS setup that I use for just like all my Plex and stuff and my PS2. Just having another console, I just throw it on. It's like, oh hey, there's a new fan translation. Copy, paste it, launch the Fenrir. Or the Saturn with the Fenrir in it and just play it is time saving a ton, and it also
really
save on
easy.
SD card because like I can just put like a 3 or 4 gigabyte SD card on there and I'll be good to go.
Yeah. Just a side note, CDDA is not currently streaming stably. So don't just go in expecting that. CDDA is still working on it. But again, you'll still be able to boot up games and play them, and in some cases have working audio. But yeah, CDDA is that the compact disc digital audio? I don't know if that's the same thing as Redbook, or if it's something different. Okay.
So games that support that just won't run
technical dudes
well?
know. I don't know. Maybe Ray knows. I mean, I'm familiar with the term CDDA, but I don't know how it's different from Redbook or if it's the same thing. But yeah, he just said as a side note, let people know that it's currently not working properly.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's a beta, so maybe download it and help him test.
I'm down. I'm working on that now. Hopefully I can.
Next up, sorry for all those articles, Dan.
No, it's okay. It was all really good news you got out there, Dave.
Thank you. Next up is your D&D English patch for D&D Tower of Doom nears completion.
Yeah, so the patch isn't out yet, but it's getting there. So a single fan hacker named Lyrinica on Sega Extreme has been posting for the last year in a thread they made there about working on translating one of the 2 games in the Dungeons and Dragons collection on the Saturn, which Capcom put out exclusively in Japan, of course, in March 1999. They're both like ports of the arcade games. They're like beat 'em ups with like some RPG elements.
Specifically, it's the CPS2.
Okay, the CPS2 arcade machine. So these games did get official translations when they came out in Western arcades, but they didn't include that with the Saturn game, unfortunately. There was like some talk that it was going to be, well, not talk, but I mean, Capcom themselves teased it in a pamphlet at E3 1997 that we were going to get it, at least here in North America. And then we didn't get it, of course, with lots of other games that were canceled. So Lyrinica is kind of writing that wrong, I suppose, and getting the official English translation into the Saturn game for the Tower of Doom, which Tower of Doom is the earlier game in the compilation. It's the one that does not require 4 megabyte expanded RAM. And they put up a couple of videos in their post recently. They just gave us an update back on March 6th, so about a week ago. Some videos showing off their progress, some screenshots. So it's all looking really good. Lyrinica did say that they have a lot of the stuff that's before you get into the actual gameplay, the mission, finished. So I don't know if we can see, it's kind of the
I was playing the videos.
Options. Okay, yeah, the options menu and the choosing your character screens, that sort of thing. So Lyrinica said that I'm reaching the end of the project now. All that's left is the story itself. So they make it sound like it's just that easy, but I think they did do a lot of work to figure out where all the pointers are located for all this text in both the original arcade game and the Saturn game. So I think it might actually not be that painful for them to actually just kind of move the text over. So who knows when this is going to be finished? It seems like it's going to be pretty soon. They're working on it for a year. So this has been a long time coming.
Hopefully it'll be easier to do the other day, or easier to do the other game once they get that ready.
Yeah, I'm hoping that too. They haven't mentioned anything about doing Shadows over Mystara, the second game in the collection, which does require the RAM expansion. But I mean, yeah, I imagine they probably are getting such a good foothold with Tower of Doom that they'll maybe be able to do that one in less time. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, because the best part about it is that they don't really need to get a translator to do it. They just need to use the translation from the CPS2 official games and just use those.
Right. Yeah, you can he's just pulling it right out of there. So
if only they put that Dungeons and Dragons quiz game on here on the Saturn.
Yeah, no kidding. Folks need to play that. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'll vote for that if somebody does that for the contest.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
So I guess we can move on to our last story today, and this one is about an English patch that is finished and is out now as of today, Friday, March 14th, and that is a translation patch for Arcana Strikes.
It's out now.
Yeah, Arcana Strikes is a card battling RPG exclusive to the Saturn. It was made by Takara and Red Company. You may know those companies from working on Battle Arena Toshinden and Sakura Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
I like the latter. The former is
not so much
famous.
Yeah.
Famous.
I would say infamous, but you know,
maybe. Well, I mean, Takara also did like a Choro Q. There's a little racing game, and they did D3rd. Which also might not be that great of a fighting game. It is, I guess, a little more technically.
But in this case,
sound.
Is Takara the publisher, and Red is the developer?
So Takara did publish it, but they also have like a co-development credit.
Oh, okay.
With Red. So they did help to some extent. So anyway, this translation patch is by Team Medusa. They have done quite a few Saturn translation patches over the years, including like Linkle Liver Story, if I can say that right, and also Ogre Battle, the couple of Ogre games. So yeah, they did. This is their latest project. I guess it took them about a year. Paul Met was answering some of my questions in our Discord server, so thank you to Paul Met for that. Paul was the head programmer, the head hacker, if you will, on this patch. And the translator was Aisha, who has been the translator for, I think, all of his projects or most of them. And then there were also some spot translations done by Ryusui and the Majin Zenki. Pennywise did some editing as well as testing and coordination. And then FC and Chill helped to test the patch. So thank you to that whole team for working on this. We gotten an update on this a couple months ago. Well, they actually revealed for the first time a couple months ago that they had been working on translation patch for this. And at the time, they said that they were still working out some bugs, but the main holdup on releasing it was that they wanted to translate the manual, which they've done with some of their other games, like Linkle Liver Story. And they had just received a nice high quality scan of the manual. Well, apparently they decided to stop waiting to get that done because they released this patch without a manual, and the README document that comes with the patch does say that the manual will come later.
Okay.
So, we'll have to look out for that. In the meantime, you can download this patch from Team Medusa's website or from romhack.ing, which I guess is kind of a replacement to the old romhacking.net website.
RIP.
Yeah, RIP. It is still up. It's just not getting new updates. The patch format itself is kind of an unusual one, at least to me. It's in PPF format. Now, Paul Met said that this format used to be more common years ago with a lot of game patches for patching CD images that hadn't been separated out into different files. So I guess Paul Met just kind of felt more comfortable using a PPF, so that's why he used it with this one. The README does direct everyone to download a program. I've got a screenshot here of something called PPF-O-Matic, and we've got a link in our story on our website to the zip file to download it. I did try it and use it. It's very easy. It works basically like X Delta, the X Delta patcher. So it's not scary. Go ahead and use it with confidence.
It's a bit scary.
No, it's
I'm just joking.
lovely
It's
little program.
fine.
I just messing. Arcana Strike seems. I played it a little bit. It seems like they did a great job, just as they've done with all of their patches. Super awesome. I
tried a while ago. I could not figure it out. So,
like the Japanese version.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I noticed that was interesting was that there's like an opening cutscene with some story, and the opening cutscene has, and you can kind of see this in my comparison screenshots. It has in Japanese some Japanese subtitles and also a voiceover. And the cinematic itself doesn't take up the full screen. It's kind of like centered in the screen. So what Team Medusa did here was they actually moved the cinematic up to the top of the screen, and they somehow tapped into the the dialogue functionality in the game to make dialogue boxes show up at the bottom of the screen with the English translation. Yeah, so they didn't have to try to redub over it because there's going to be music and stuff that would be impossible to recreate or very hard. They didn't put English subtitles over the Japanese subtitles and baked them into the original video. Instead, they did the much more difficult and more technically impressive method of moving the video up and tapping into that dialogue.
Like true subs. This is like subtitles. Yeah. So that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's really good. I was very impressed when I saw that.
I love that because you get to see the original Japanese and the English. So for weebs, that's awesome. Because if you're learning the language, there you go. You got, you hear it in Japanese, you see it, and you can see the translation. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's true. Now, once you get into the game, all of the dialogue boxes are just English. There's no Japanese, but at least for that opening cutscene, maybe on any other cutscenes, I imagine are going to be.
That's really clever.
Yes,
that's really clever.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
of course, Private Eye is on top of it. He's already got it listed on our. If you go to the resources, fan translations page, Private Eye's already got this.
Nice.
You can check that right now.
And Tower of Doom, he's got it up there on ongoing projects. Yeah, nice. So there you go.
And translations, there you go. Arcana Strikes right there has the patch right there.
And if you go down to ongoing projects, there's Dungeons & Dragons, Tower of Doom, not in progress releases, but ongoing projects. That would be things that haven't been released yet, but are ongoing.
Being worked on.
Yeah, exactly. I guess in progress releases are like they've already been leaked or they've already been released in like a half done form, but they're still in progress. Like Wackenroder. Yeah.
Yeah, or like a Street Fighter 03 from Malenko. He just kind of translated some of it.
This list, it just keeps growing. So
it does.
It's nuts. There's so many fan translations. Oh my gosh.
The Saturn library essentially keeps growing for English-speaking audiences every year, every couple of months. So, big appreciation for all of the fan translators who work on these games.
Expanding in the best way.
Yeah, Paul Met, I guess what they did was they used 1 byte encoding for all of the characters, all the text characters. I think it originally may have used 2 byte encoding, but this uses 1 byte encoding, so you can get 2 text characters being represented by a single byte of data within the game. So that allowed them to have significant space savings, which is really helpful because, as many people know, Japanese can communicate more information than English in fewer on-screen characters, fewer text characters. So you need to get kind of creative like that to do fan translations like this. So that was pretty good. He does mention the Cinemax use software subtitles, which I kind of explained that. They kind of tapped into the dialogue box functionality. And the game uses its own data caching system and does not require a RAM expansion cartridge to do that. I'm not entirely sure why it would use a RAM expansion cartridge. Paul Met just said that like previous games would need it, and this one doesn't because it has its own data caching system. So that was just another feature he wanted to mention in his README.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
this is a Saturn exclusive. This game is a Saturn exclusive. You can only play on the Saturn. It's never been ported to another
anywhere
system.
else.
Yeah, so this is really
Pat,
cool.
you gonna demo this for folks?
Yep, I'm actually gonna do it in a little bit as soon as the show ends.
Nice.
I get all set up
stick
and
around for
turn.
Stick around for another hour or so. I don't know. And Pat's gonna stream
Just until
Arcana Strikes.
Just until 5 o'clock AZ time or PST.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I gotta get ready to go to the gym afterwards. I gotta
strike those Arcanas.
Gotta strike that, yeah. Lift that.
Yep. All right, cool. Well, let's read off our patron supporters.
Give us that jingle, Pat.
Yeah.
Tinkle?
Yes.
I think they might censor that.
I can't hear it though, so I don't know.
It's playing. It played.
Did you do it? Okay.
I did the do.
So shouts to A Murder of Crows, Cerulean, Chris Piper, Pipe Dreams Games, Daniel Fredrickson, Derek Pascarella, A-Team, Emerald Nova, Evo42, Fat Drunk Friend Otaku, Gem Clash or Rank, Mr. Joe Engine, Johannes Fetz, Lion Wing Publishing, Momphus, we have Normal Guy, Nutrageous, Orlando Guy, Paul Joseph Bort, we got Robert Ramsey, Rowan Dinks, Sega Steve, Stone Man, of course the Sega guys, and Young Money Sweet, or we lovingly call him Jung Rhythm Sweet.
Jung Rhythm Sweet.
Thank you all for supporting us at the $10 and up level. We really appreciate you, and we're just lucky to be able to read your names out every week because you guys are keeping the lights on. And everybody else who supports us at any level, we really appreciate your contribution. You can join the patron and get access to a few cool things like the insider chat and early Panda content and I don't know, a bunch of other stuff I'm not thinking of right now.
Early translation patches,
early podcasts, early translation patches, access. And if you can't if you can't afford to support us financially, you can still support us by joining our Discord. Join the Discord, take part in the tournaments. We have tournaments online. We have monthly community challenges, which we're doing Hang On GP95, bi-monthly. Well, and then in the off month, they do something fun like internally, but it's not like highly publicized or anything. And but we have also got a bunch of chats going on. There's like a Saru chat. There's a Fenrir chat. There's
going to be
Saturn
one once
Music Pop Squiz.
Once they get that
right.
network thing working.
There's even a Japanese chat. If you're
interested. Honestly, I should do a video once I get that the network for the Fenrir working. Take a video on how to set up a NAS and network drive and do that.
That'd be good.
Yeah. A NASA?
NASA?
Yes, no. NASA. We're sending the Fenrir to space.
Get off your ass and set up a NAS. But seriously, nice. we thank the folks at Sega Extreme. Thank you guys so much for doing cool stuff. I'm sorry if I jumped the gun a little bit on SED with that article. I was super excited. We just appreciate everything. We appreciate everything you guys do. You're the ones making cool stuff happen for the Saturn. We're really just telling everybody about it.
We're getting the word out.
We wouldn't have that much to talk about if it wasn't for folks like Danny and Ramey and Random here and Dead. Well, you do stuff sometimes,
Well, yeah, I do
when you feel like
stuff.
it. And Panda, of course, with his cool documentaries, and then of course, Said with the Fenrir. And Abrasive with the Satiator and all those cool dudes making cool stuff. So we appreciate you guys, and Emerald, of course, for hosting the
game competition.
Yeah. So don't forget, competition is up in like a month, right? What did you say, Dan?
April 11th.
April 11th. Yeah. 4 weeks. 4 weeks.
So everybody,
away, April 11th.
Get on it. Yeah, hurry up and start writing a Saturn game right now using the Saturn Math ++.
And while you're making your Saturn games, don't forget that you must play Sega Saturn.
Panda knows.
That is correct. Random
must play Sega Saturn.
You must play Sega Saturn. And we'll catch you later.
See you later. Stay tuned for the game stream later, guys.
Oh yeah. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere. We got a game stream.
Don't tune that down. Don't
everybody.
Touch it.
Sounds cool. But you must not forget about VBT's demos.
Oh yeah, definitely. He deserves his own day.
I'm getting some glitches.
I don't know if you know.
are.
VBT told me its acronym stands for very best troll.
Nice. Yeah, that glitchy thing is like a little character, like walking into the distance, like the main character, and it looked right when I played it on BizHawk, which is a
weird. Wonder what. Hopefully, it doesn't mean this thing is screwed.
Are you're on Satiator, right, Pat?
Yep.
Satiator. Okay. All right. Well, it's good to note. I mean, you know, this is all a part of. I think you might need to shrink the output.
Shrink the output.
I feel like it's being.
They did say that they tested this on Mednafen, and I'm not sure if they tested it on real hardware.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
rock and roll, baby.
Well, I'll be going now. I'll continue writing more documentation for SRL, and excellent. I think Emerald wants to stream at like 3 a.m. For me, so I'll try to join that. But I will watch in the background. So
okay, cool.
Have fun, guys.
Yeah,
see you later.
Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Both you and Danny. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Well, guys, we were playing some Arcana Strikes today. Listen to this awesome anime opening with cards and gameplay. It's epic. I like it. I thought we'd just sit and enjoy this for a little bit while it plays. I could feel like, see if I cut off too much of the stream. This would be the chat. Or the test.
Well, I'm gonna go too. It was nice talking with you.
And nice talk with y'all. Have a good night.
See ya.
Have a good night.
Good night. Bye.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna adjust this a little bit. We haven't streamed in a little bit, so we need to, I need to get the set all fixed up. So just mind our pardon our dust. Let's get that all centered, then we'll go right away. Oh, no. 25. There we go. Okay, there we go. Welcome, guys. We're going to play some Arcana Strikes today. New fan translation by Team Medusa. They just dropped it literally, I think, today, right? I think that is a yes. So
yes, it came out today.
So we are excited to check this out and try it out and see how it goes and see how badly I play. I'm usually good at card games, but I might be bad today, so we'll see how this goes. Let's see. So you any good at card games, Dan? You play Yu-Gi-Oh? Or Pokemon?
I did. I played a lot of Pokemon in my lifetime. I don't actively play it now, and I was never
RIP.
tournament winning or anything like that. But it was fun. I did learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh once when like my girlfriend in high school bought a starter deck, and we just like sat down and figured it out. But so yeah, I mean, you know, I like some card games now and then.
That's fair. Yeah, I love card games. I'm a big fan of Magic the Gathering, stuff like that. So I love games like that. I grew up playing Pokemon a lot, and I was big in Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh was my big thing when I was in high school. I played the heck out and did tournaments and stuff for it, but I used to middle school and high school, so I kind of gave up because the meta changed too much and it was too much money. I didn't have a job then. But then I got back into Magic years later, and I loved Magic the Gathering a lot. It's one of my favorite games.
I got into the Battlestar Galactica trading card game when that was alive for a year.
Nice. How was that one?
It was cool. It was a little simple, kind of a simplistic game design, but it was still fun to play a card game themed around my favorite TV show.
That's fair. Did you, hopefully you didn't become a Cylon from it. That would be fun if you did.
What's that? You kind of broke up for me.
Hopefully you didn't become a Cylon over it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. If I did, I'm a sleeper agent and I don't know it yet.
Uh-oh. That's kind of sussy. But yeah, we got this really cool storyline. So for people that don't know this, he had this really cool mechanic where they reused the text boxes to add subtitles. So instead of actually editing the video, he's actually actually shrunk the video and added in subtitles to the bottom, like in the text box. So it's a very clever way to get around that issue of the fan translations, actually editing the video. So that way they could add subtitles and they didn't have to compromise the video quality at all. So yeah, we just have to sit through this video. It's a bit long. But yeah, I played this game. I think we covered this game a lot, especially on like, oh, my hand's going right through the monitor. I played this game quite a bit before. Like we've done like streams for it. Okay, there we go. It's not touching the TV anymore. Or like I did one stream of it and I could not figure it out. And I know we played it for the what was it? We did some Best of Saturns on it, and it was pretty fun. Yeah, because I remember playing this. I had no idea what's going on, but it's cool to actually know what they're saying. The young one chosen by the cards. Who are you? What is this place? My name is Titan. I almost said Titan, so sorry about that. I will believe in the heart of the cards. I will summon Exodia. I don't know if you can legally do that in the game, but we'll try. This goes on. Arcana will cease to exist. Well, I don't want that to cease to exist because it's the only good thing about League of Legends right now is Arcana. Yeah, I remember playing this. I had no idea what was going on. I think I just made up a story. Alright, let's see. Let's get the name in here. We'll do this. I'm sure about this name. Don't make fun of my name. Pat back, huh? Take this Arcana card. You will find it helpful. Thank you for the Arcana card. The wheel Arcana card. Oh, it definitely is a wheel, alright. Thank you for the wheel, I guess. Appreciate that. Letting those wheels go round and round. You know, I like to see them roll. Yay. Wheel card acquired. Pat, this will help you on your journey. What else are you giving me? Are you giving me like the horse one? Circle card. Okay, so I got the wheel and the circle. Aight. Actually, the Agua Gran how you say it? And Frey Might level 1 cards.
Maybe Ia?
Yeah, that probably makes more sense. I kind of like though. I want the card. Give me the Come see me when you obtained powers. I'll come see when I punch your face. Sealed by power. Okay, I'm leaving now. Bye. So I have no idea where to go. He didn't tell me anything, he just says go. Learn from the past battles and seek new ones. Oh, I guess that's where you like do fighting, like training fighting. Okay, who can I fight? Titan game. Okay. Okay, I think I just went back to where I just was. Yeah, there it is. Let's go to the field. Okay then. Go to the world. Can we... Okay. We'll try Agua. We'll try Waterworld, the best Kevin Costner movie. Like Kevin Costner's in Waterworld. Kevin Costner is in Waterworld, right?
Pretty sure.
Okay, I can't remember if he was or not. Somebody let me know if I'm wrong on that. I usually am. Alrighty. Let's go get some duels going on, I guess. Okay. Yo, my name is Yuruki. Fancy meeting you here. You must be the boy chosen by the cards the tower was talking about. Can't believe you're here. I thought Earthly World was full of dreamless ones. I'm definitely dreamless. Oh, what the hell? I promised the tower trail. I'll give you special advice. Words first and foremost, use your might cards. Got it? Do I get card? Okay, I guess he's my card now. Okay. Let me open this chest. Yay, I got healing level 1. Yay. Yes, let's add that card automatically. Alrighty. Oh gosh, cards. Killer Slime. Alrighty, let's see. We want to battle. Vex monster allows you to use a skill. Let's try the card. Take that. Oh no, he summoned blue things at me. Alrighty, let's try Frey. As in one of the famous people from Game of Thrones, I guess. World is the best movie we've ever seen. That's not wrong. Yay! I won Yu-Gi-Oh! Everyone cheer for Patrick in the chat. Do some hand clapping emojis and say congratulations for beating Yu-Gi-Oh, Patrick. I'm the duel master.
Yeah. Pat back.
Pat back gets pats on his back. There we go. Clap, clap, Yugi. There we go. We're getting some clappings going. Petite dragon. That looks like a chonky. That looks like a thick dragon, a chonky dragon. I actually need to do a poll on this. Chonky or eat. I probably spelled that wrong, but eat. Alright. Chonk. Eat. I want to see what people think. Is he a chonky boy or petite boy? I'm pretty sure we're gonna get chonky. 99% chonk. There ain't no petite dragon I've ever seen. There we go. We're getting some chonk in the chat. Let's get some chonk going on. Puff draggy. Okay, we're getting 50% chonk, 60% petite. Okay, there we go. We're back. The chonk. There ain't no petite dragon. Calling every you're in battle, how should be use? You definitely won't be petite, and hopefully you'll go fast enough, even though you're a petite dragon. You chonk boy. And chonk dragon has been acquired. Change the name. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm changing the name of it. Chonk. That is your name, yes. Adding chonk to the deck. Well, it's now known as Chonk Dragon. Yay! More circus music. So we have confirmed Chonk, so that's good. Chonk confirmed for Chonk. Go 57% Chonk, 42% Petite. Glad we got that sorted. Chonk Dragon is in our inventory. So actually, I wonder who would win a fight. Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Chonk Dragon? What do you think? Sorry, Blue Eyes White Dragon or Chonk Dragon? What do you guys think would win a fight? I'm hedging my bets against Chonk Dragon though.
Chonk Dragon's definitely got my vote.
Yeah, I think Chonk Dragon's got this. Hands down got this. Alrighty, so let's go and encounter this card. Oh gosh, cards exploding on the screen, guys. Watch out. We fight a sprite. Oh, hell yeah. You know what we're using? Chonk. Go Chonk. Yeah, summon that Chonk. Kick his ass, Chonk. Or their ass. No, you can't summon. That's cheating. Only I'm allowed to summon. I'm the main character here. You don't get to summon. Chonk Dragon, kick his ass. I'm gonna use A. We'll do the middle one. E, attack. Ow. Chonk Dragon, kick their ass. There we go. Take that. Alrighty. Heal, we don't need that. Agua, I don't want to use Agua because that's probably like not going to be weak against them because they're not that, but we'll kill this one. Attack. Worried. Blaze your judgment. You've been judged to be dead. Come on, Chonk Dragon, kick their ass. Arcana. What does this one do? I don't need the escape. Oh, that's the special card, I guess. Alright, let's do Gran. Go Gran. Kick their ass. Oh, come on, you missed. You suck, Chonk Dragon. Let me get you to the gym. Lose some weight, little chonky dragon. I actually don't know when this was released. If anybody knows in the chat, if anybody could Google that for me, I actually don't know if this came out before or after Pokemon, but if I had to gander a guess, it probably was after Pokemon.
Definitely after Pokemon, because this game came out December 1997.
Okay, yeah, that's Pokemon was 96, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
This is a post-Pokemon game.
Yay, level up. It's post-Amon. Yeah, I got Fairy. Chime the Fairy. Fairy acquired. What should we name the Fairy? I think Chime's a dumb name. What do you guys think I should name the Fairy? I will take the first suggestion in chat or from Dan. Alright. Patarina it is.
Patrina.
Patrina. It was really hard to see that. I-N-A. There you go, Patrina. That sounds good to me. Yes, add that card. Add Patarina into the chat. Alrighty, let's go through the dope. Alright, keep going. Alrighty. What are we doing now? My piece of advice would be to train your summon monsters right. Your monsters won't grow if they are defeated in battle, so take good care of them. You can always remove a monster that is about to die, remember that. Nah, they get to suffer, they die. They die! Patrina. That works. Let's look around here, maybe there's some secrets. Or maybe this is just empty space, I don't know why they did that. Well, I mean, you might as well look, you know, you never know what you might find. We might find some goodies. Oh, we're finding some secret areas already. Who needs to do a battle immediately? We can just, like, go off the grid over here. Wonder if someone stream this Twitch chat can name the cards. That'd be kind of funny. I mean, that's what we're doing now. We're streaming it. And people are naming the cards. I mean, I named the first one. Oh, no. I want to explore. Okay, well, we're fighting still. Alright, Thief. Okay, we are going to summon Patrina. Or Patrina. Go Patrina. Oh, you can't summon a slime. That's illegal, dude. Don't be summoning these slimes. That's illegal activity. Battle. Spray. We'll do that one. Ow. Stop beating up my... Stop being a Patrina. That's not nice. That's illegal, dude. Ooh, Chonk's coming in the battle. Let's get some Chonk in this biznatch. Go, oh, Chunky. Go, go, Chunky. Oh, we killed the slime. Come on, Chonk. Let's kick some ass. This card needs to be Mr. Bones. If it's a skeleton, I'll name it Mr. Bones. But I don't want to name it the Thief Mr. Bones. I think I'm gonna name the Thief. The Thief will either be Lupin the Third or Sly Cooper. Anybody have any suggestions? What you guys thinking? Sly Cooper or Lupin the Third? Sleeve.
I see Lupin.
I hear two Lupins, so Lupin the Third it is.
Sasquatch said Dan Trina.
I'm not naming it Dan Trina.
That's a funny suggestion, though.
For a second, I thought someone said Luigi. I was like, no, that's for the assassin class. What? We only got heal? Oh, come on. We can get thief? That sucks. Well, I guess we don't get thief. Wow. All my hopes and dreams. Betso the slime. What's the name of the thing from that? How do you spell Rimuru from Reincarnated as a Slime? Can anybody look up the spelling of that for me? I think it's like R-I-M-E-R-U. I think that's how you spell it. Is that right for the slime, for that Reincarnated as a Slime character? I think that's how you spell it.
I don't know, I haven't watched that anime.
I have to look it up. Okay, R-I-M-U-R-U. Thank you. I don't want to look it up. Thank you. Yes, we're gonna name it Rimuru. Thank you, Cerulean. I did not want to look up how to spell that. Gear level 1 received. Yeah, we got some gear, guys. Yes, add it automatically. Alrighty, let's see. How do I get up there? Oh wait, maybe I have to like go back and get up there. Let me just go all the way over there. Let me see. We can use some Oh wait, no, I can't get over. How do I get over there? Oh, there's a bridge over here. I'm stupid. Metal Gear. That's funny. Killer Slime. I don't think so. Chonk, go. Go chonk it up. Let's go chonk. Wait, you can't summon slime. That's illegal, bro. Patrina, go. Or Patrina. Game Gear. I want to play Game Gear. Worried. Nice. Good job, Chonk. Bad job, Chonk. Don't get hit. Let's free him up. Am I losing health? I'm not checking. I probably should be. Blaze it. Blaze it. Yeah, go Chonk. Kick his ass. No. Chonk. Don't hurt Chonk. HP 26, 72. I think we're okay. We'll use Metal Gear. Enemies are vulnerable. I'll try Metal Gear. Go Metal Gear. Richard Gear. Go Gear. Worried. Chonk, kill it. Thank you, Chonk. Can't summon anymore. Guess we'll just attack rarely. Game Gear. Yay, we killed the killer slime. We've killered the slime. with powers. We did it, folks. I'm gonna move the chat over here so I can see it. I don't have to keep craning my neck to look at the chat. There we go. Cool, I don't have to crane my neck to see the chat anymore. Let's look over a little bit. Yay, we did it! What card did we get? Oh. Yay, level 2! Patrina's getting some levels! Chonky's getting some levels, yay! Yay! Oh, 2 levels from Chonk. Chonk is putting in some work, he is. Little Chonky boy. Alrighty, let's see. Let's open the chest. What do we get? Vin. Okay, we got Vin Diesel. Got a Vin Diesel card, guys. We're good to go. Okay, going over here. Let's check this out. Over here. Oh, we're just like schmoozing. Wow, lots of battles over here. Just want to see if we can get around here without battling real quick. Yeah, I'm really liking this game. The mechanics are pretty simple and not too complicated. I imagine I could probably, like, min-max... Oh, oops. I guess I'm fighting whatever this is. I'd probably min-max better if I knew, like, more of the commentary, but... Or the sort of the meta, but I'll have to look that up. I imagine there's probably a guide online somewhere. If you guys know, we'll summon Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel, go! Use the family to fight. Come on, you can't summon a fairy. That's my job. I'm using the Vin Diesel on you. Take that. Yeah, take that. Alright, Chonk, go! Ow. Let's go, Chonk. I summoned Chonk in attack mode. Yeah, I really should read that. Like, I feel bad that I came here blind, but I'm just vibing it. But I'm gonna read the manual once. I'll RTFM once I'm able to. But right now I'm not able to RTFM, so I can't even RTFM even if I wanted to RTFM. Agua, summon the Agua. All right, Walder Frey, attack, go. Ow. Blaze it. Ow, Chonk. Poor Chonk. Chonk, kill it. Oh, I have so many heals. I don't need to heal right now. I need to kill. Kill is the answer. Heal is not. Chonk, kill that thing, please. Chonk, what are you doing? Kill something. Slime, what is it, like on 1 HP? Ow. Okay, I'm at 43. I think I'll heal in the next round. In the meantime, I have to kill these guys in Metal Gear. Land Anger. Yay, you killed that slime. Thank you. Don't use Agua against my Chonk. Ow. We'll heal Chonk up because I don't want him dying. I can't summon Blue Eyes. It won't let me summon Blue Eyes. Yay, dead. Yay. Win. That's what I have, Malenko. I have blue Chonk, pink dragon. Yay, level up. Open the door. Alright. Okay, I think they heal back up. Good loadout so far. Status. Yep, that's me. Pat back the card collector. Alrighty. Unfortunately, I think that might be it for us this time. I just wanted to show off the game a little bit and sort of show like the fan translation, and show how playable this game is right now, as it's very, very playable, which I'm happy about. It's a really fun game. I'm really enjoying it personally. I'm excited to play more of it. I just need to figure out how to save first, because I don't know how. Hopefully
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe there are save points like during the game. Like maybe you have to go to a certain room or spot or something. Because I couldn't find it in a menu.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna leave and see if I can find a save spot. But yeah, no, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. This game's a lot of fun, and I want to thank Team Medusa for putting out this fan translation. I am excited to play more of this and probably stream it again too. I'm actually happy I got back to game stream. It's been hard because I like do training between like game streams. They're like right at 5 o'clock, so when the even dungeon orders save the game. Okay, so at least they let me know how to save the game. Let me get out of here. But yeah, no, so I'm excited to play more game streams and hopefully get some more of it out there and put out some more content for you guys. But yeah, let me go save, I guess. Let's see to find a save spot. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll go ahead and save. Oh, there it is. Save game. You go up to the menu, save game. I'll save real quick. Save in that slot. So data save. Can you game or turn off the power? Okay, there we go. Let's verify it's saved real quick. I'm always paranoid about that stuff. There we go. Alright, yep. So thank you guys for watching and playing with us. And remember, you must play Sega Saturn.